We spend the entire school year encouraging our kids to study hard, get good grades, and follow consistent routines. And then the summer comes. What are we going to do with them? All of a sudden, they want to sleep in. They don't want to have a routine. And probably a lot of the great work we've done during the year is lost. But there's a great option. You can actually enroll your child in a really engaging and fun summer camp. And today in Raising Innovators, we have an expert that knows all about summer camps and how to make them fun. She's made it a tradition in different communities across Central Florida and is an authority on how to keep the learning going while having a lot of fun. And that is Erika Seger. Welcome to Raising Innovators.
Hi, Marnie. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here and especially talk about summer camp. That's one of my favorite things in the year that we get to discuss.
So summer camp comes. Okay, what is the problem? What are the action and the things that parents need to consider when choosing a summer camp?
Well, there's a couple of different actions that they can consider. First, you have to know your child and know what they like and what they're interested in, because you want to find a camp that is fun, that is a mix of everything, traditional, but at the same time, outside of the box, and being able to learn life help skills and social skills, and then go out there too and enjoy it, right? You want not summer to be just schoolwork. You want summer to be fun and make connections and friendships that are going to be lifelong friendships that you're going to have.
You've been doing summer camps for like a long time. I'm not throwing you out there like at your age or anything, but over a couple of decades?
A couple of decades
Okay.
plus.
What are the new innovative things that you've seen being introduced in summer camps?
So there's many different factors that we at Young Innovators take in order to make summer camps a little bit more fun. And we first do the information from the children. So we collect information, we do a survey from them, finding out what they've liked, what they would like to see coming up new, what they would like to learn about. Remember, our schools are all project-based and thinkers and being makers, right? So how do we make a great summer camp? We make it with the kids. They're the ones that are leading, what activities and how we're going to incorporate them throughout the summer.
So that is so cool. So the kids are the ones that get excited and give solutions. But it's a theme-based approach, right? So how do you start putting together the summer camps?
So we start putting it together by asking the kids what type of activities they would like to see. So for example, let's say like they want to learn about Jurassic Park and, like dinosaurs. Okay, well, what are the activities that they're going to do? They're going to create archaeologists or, what are they going to do? Are they going to be making prints and fossils, and how are they going to learn about the fossils? Are they going to investigate and then create and then present? So those are all different aspects for them. Every year's a little bit different. It just depends on the trend, right, in the schools and the trend of the kids. They all change very much rapidly when it comes to it. And then we also bring in a lot of technology because let's be realistic. As I'm a parent, I have 3 children. I'm a grandparent, also I'm a Mimi. And we want to stay away from the technology, but at the same time, we want to embrace it. And there's always, some way that we can go ahead and incorporate all of that into everything.
One thing I admire a lot about you, many things, but is how you keep on very in touch with the new trends. I mean, I've seen you dance to the new songs. I have no idea what these songs are. How do you still so current in the new trends?
Well, I have 3 only children, so very different ages. And then I also have a grandbaby. And, and just early childhood is my thing. I absolutely love it. It's my passion. And you have to keep up with the kids. You can't just stay stuck in one era. You have to hear them and see them and enjoy it with them. So absolutely.
Wow. And one thing that I heard you say at the beginning is that you focus a lot in your summer camps on life skills, right? Mm-hmm. Walk us through what are those life skills that you encourage during the summer months?
So we encourage a lot. I'll give you a little synopsis of something that occurred one of the years that we had. And the kids actually brought us a business plan and an action plan for what they wanted to see changed. They were a little bit tired of, turkey sandwiches and cheese, and they wanted to have a different type of lunch, and we were packing their lunches. And they brought a whole business plan. They gave us a whole thing where, we brought it up to, upper management, and they had the pros, the cons, a budget for us, and they wanted to see a change. And that was something that we did make a change. We ended up having selective field trips that we were buying the lunch that they provided. So it was taking their things into consideration. Those are life skills that they need to learn. They need to learn to communicate. They need to be able to have a plan A, plan B, and maybe a plan C. They need to be able to put it in writing, and they need to be able to advocate for themselves. So that's just a little glimpse of what some type of life skills that we are providing for them, because their voices matter in our schools. And we want to make sure that they're heard, and that we're also doing something about it. Sometimes as parents and adults, we hear them, but there's no action taken. At Young Innovators, we take action.
I love that. And you have so many stories to share, but can you share a little bit about the time where the summer campers wanted like a pet in the classroom?
Oh, yeah. So we ended up having 2 guinea pigs, because we found out that you cannot only have one guinea pig, because they needed a partner. So they needed someone that they can share time with, and did that. All of the kids did a research. They wanted to know about how they can have a pet in the classroom. Of course, me being operations, I had to talk to them in regards to what DCF, Department of Children and Families, was able to have in the class. And they did their research. They went ahead and did that. We went over to, PetSmart, and we got it approved and purchased it. We had to take it to the vet. They found a vet for us. They found out what food they needed to take. And that was a big change for us. We had never had guinea pigs, so we all became very educated in guinea pigs and how to take care of them. And they all had jobs, and they all went ahead and did that. And they actually took the guinea pig home on the weekend. So they rotated through their classmates who was in charge of taking the guinea pig home for the weekend, because we didn't want them to be lonely, and they wanted to be a compassion for it.
That is a really cool thing.
That was a great learning lesson for admin and for the children and the parents.
What happened to the guinea pigs?
The guinea pigs, actually, when our 5th grade class went ahead and graduated, which was the original class that had the guinea pigs, and they were in 1st grade, that 5th grade class that they moved up, they went ahead and they went home with one of their 5th graders. So then they still have them. So they're right now about 9 years old.
Oh my God, you follow track on those guinea pigs.
Yes, Snowball and Snickernoodle.
So this is experiential learning. What advice would you give parents who are about to send their children to summer camps?
Find the right fit for your child, right? Find the right fit and find something that's going to be like home, but at the same time, they're going to have fun, they're going to enjoy it, and they're going to learn. And not just learn worksheets or learn math skills or reading skills, which reading is something that is a must in all of our camps, but just have fun, enjoy, and make those friendships that are going to be lifelong for them.
So one thing I see you do is you provide a lot of experiential experiences. You go 3 or 4 times outside the campus, right?
Yes.
Why is that? Why do you take them to activities so often?
So we do three activities a week for them. 2 of them are usually a field trip that they're doing that has to correlate with the theme for the month, for the week, And then one is an outdoor activity for them, because we want to get them their gross motor skills going, and also being able to be socializing with other people in their area, not just their campers, their friends. The reason for that is that we have 2 reasons. One is this is their summer. Our camps are more geared to working parents, right? That are working through the summer, and they have to find care for their students. And they might not be able to take a vacation. So that is connecting those skills also, that they're having a vacation because they're going to places that they've probably never been to before, or that they're experiencing. So that's 1. And 2 is also being able to give them those social skills of how they have to hold themselves accountable when they're out in public, also being able to be helpful to others and representing their school because they are wearing a Young Innovator shirt and they are representing their school. And that's across the board for everyone.
I would love it. Do you have any like traditions inside the school in your summer camps?
We do actually. On Fridays is the tradition where they present some type of item. So it's either like a speech or a dance or something that they've learned or that they've taken back. So that is really fun that they do. And then at the end of the summer, we do like a little show for them that they present to the teachers and their families. So that's really fun that we've done it. And we've kept it alive for about 14 years now.
Wow. And I see that you tailor to many different types of learners because I've seen you host like Shark Tank competitions at your different schools that you manage for those who are interested in business. But I've also host art competitions for those who like, so you gear and tailor the experience depending on what children are like interested in. How do you do that? How do you train your team members to do that?
So the great thing about it is that we are learning what their emotional intelligence are for the children. And that's really important because we need to make sure that we are knowing our kids in order to be able to adapt to what their needs are. You know, the Shark Tank is something wonderful. Right now, we're in the middle of trying to find someone that can proxy a movable backpack for a work environment that one of our kids, you know, our team, 9-year-old, 7-year-old, and an 8-year-old had. And that's really important for it. But at the same time, when we do an art show, we have children that are artistic. We have children that are, you know, sports, that they're very athletic. We have kids that love technology and are, you know, coding and are taking things apart and tinkering with them. And we promote that also as well. And then we have kids that just want to learn how to cook and make, you know, muffins for their friends, or they want to bake something, or they want to go and garden and they want to pick, you know, the tomatoes and the lettuces that we're gardening in our schools and being able to bring it to the table. So we have many different aspects of how children are, and all children are welcome in our schools. We just highlight their personalities and what they need. And we're committed to just pouring into their cup.
That's really cool. But a lot of parents might be looking, oh, I want to push my kid to go into a STEM career. And I was one of those parents. So I would push them to go to like a science, like camp or summer camp. So STEM-based themes are very popular. Are they a trend, or are they what the children really want? Or what would you say that is?
I think it depends on the child, okay? It depends on the child. Let's just be realistic. STEM is an everyday life. You open your eyes, it's STEM. You're opening up your eyes. You're using your scientific part of it. We accommodate to everything in order for the children to be successful in what they're learning and what they're interested in. STEM is not just science, technology, engineering. You know, that is not only STEM for them. There's some children that want to learn. There's so much right now with new technology. AI is a big thing right now with the students, right? Being able to format those type of things and being able to have the robotics parts, or even taking things apart and putting them together. That's the tinkering part, which is using many of the different STEM, you know, analogies that they have. And then also the life skills part of it, where, you know, you need that. You need that conversation part, that socialization part in regards to it for students.
So what I love is that you pretty much like space out all this experience during the summer. And I love your themes, because one day you might have something more STEM inspired, and go and actually experience that, like going into a theme park and learn about, you know, roller coasters or something like that. But then you also have other types of themes that are more of science, nature based, or even artistic. So when you're building your summer camp experience, how do you actually build it? Do you take into account all these personalities of the kids that are going to be there?
We take all of the personalities, and we take the personalities that we don't know either, right? Because every year is a little bit different. One of the great things about our summer camp also is that you choose your weeks. So that is something that is a big highlight. A lot of the summer camps, either you have to go the whole summer or not. We understand that children are athletic. We understand that they might want to go horseback riding. We understand that they might want to have a robotic camp that just focuses on that. So that is one of the highlights in our summer camps, that you are able to choose your weeks and be able to register, and then also go on the waiting list if one of our weeks are, full or anything of that sort. So that is a highlight of our camps as well.
I love it. So in some summer camp and summers should be moments where children experience, are like probably rewarded for working hard during the year, and also learn. So that's the part that we have to learn. How would you say, how do you keep the learning going in the summer camps?
So the way that we keep their learning going is they have a little journal that they're able to write and analyze and also summarize what was learning through that week for them. And it's just a journal that they're writing. We're also practice reading with them. In regards to that, they have a 20-minute block that they're reading, because we want to keep that reading going just in the summer, especially. If they can pick a book that they're interested in, that's even better, or they can bring a book that's even better for them that they're interested in, that's one of the other highlights too. And then of course, additional help that they're needing in case of like any math skills or any, other areas that they might need, we are able to do that individualized for them in regards to it. So your learning never stops.
Absolutely. So then your routine is a mix of individual time, group time, experiential learning, and some traditions built into the routine. Like, do you host like summer camps or like group meetings, group projects? How do you mix it up with so many kids?
So we try to do by grade. So of course, try to keep like the little ones together, and then like the middle ones, and then the older ones, of course, like our 4th and 5th graders, they're transitioning into that pre-teenage years. So they want to do more of like the leaders part of it. And we're okay with that. We're open to that. The little ones are more interested in like the arts and like crafting and doing that. So we also have, centers that they're able to utilize. So it's a little bit different, like just for example, like one week they can all be making like tie-dye shirts. So the older ones will help the younger ones with their tie-dye shirts, and they'll do that. They love making like bracelets and weaving and, making items that they can. We always, communicate with them like the farmers market should be coming up soon too. So that, why don't you try to see if you can want to make a business out of it? So how many, like how much would this cost and what will you do? And what is the work hours? Like how many hours you're putting? So we're always incorporating those life skills for them to have that mindset that is thinking outside the box, and what you can do a productive part of it also as well. And then, lastly is just enjoying that time together with others, because, it's their summer, and a lot of the times friends come together. So, they get excited when they're working together as a team, they're doing that together,
Also, without the structure or the pressure of the school year and the grades. So summer again is a wonderful time.
Absolutely.
To keep on learning, having fun, reconnecting with the friends, and spending more quality time with the friends. But there's a lot of drama also going on in the summer camp. So let's be realistic. How do you handle all those personalities? They're so excited and are like excited to keep on the learning going, and also the fun and the drama.
So the drama's fun. I think when it comes to that is teaching them how to be able to emotionally have composure, but at the same time use their voices, and how properly we can, discuss that. And that is something that the base rules are always done at the beginning of the week, so they can all understand what the base rules are. And of course, they're children. We all have big emotions. We all, are not there sometimes, or they're having a hard day, or like their cup hasn't been filled for the morning time, and we have to give them those additional hugs or anything else that they might need in order to do that. But we're all trained educational, in regards to that.
I know.
And our counselors have fun, like you're gonna see a counselor and they're gonna be there nitty gritty with them, playing kickball, being there, blowing up water balloons and throwing water balloons at the kids. So it's fun.
Well, so summer camps are a great option to not only keep the learning going, but providing a more structured environment for your child during the summer months to keep the learning, and also introducing new experiences for them to try out. So I would love for you to comment on this new podcast and our expert, Erika Seger, and give us questions that you might have to keep the learning and fun going during the summer to get your child ready for the school year. So if you like this podcast, just don't forget to like and subscribe it, and just join us on a mission, an international movement of getting children ready for the future of work. Thanks for watching.